everyone, this is Tiffany, and I'm a student in Dr. Primack's Anatomy 202 class, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8:25. And for my modeling project, I did the cardiac cycle. So the cardiac cycle can be described as essentially the entire process that the heart undergoes, taking in blood from the inferior and superior vena cava all the way through and out the aorta. That's the entire process. So, to get started, what I did was I simply drew the heart as best as I could, and so first off, to hit all of the points in my project, the atrioventricular valve is the valve situated between the right atrium and the right ventricle, so it will be right here. And the aortic valve is obviously the valve that is going to allow blood into the aorta. Also, with all of the valves in the heart, you have the typical lub-dub sounds, and S1 is the term referred to the lub of the two sounds, and it is the tricuspid and bicuspid valves that close. So tricuspid and bicuspid valves, when those close, that's where that sound comes from. The dub of the lub-dub is the sounds that are created when the aortic valve is closed, as well as the pulmonary valves. When those close, we get the dub. The overall stroke volume of the heart is the amount of blood that the heart pumps out with each pump, essentially, the overall end result amount. The end diastolic volume is the amount of blood in both ventricles at the end of each ventricular diastole, so meaning when it's resting. The end systolic volume is the amount of blood left over in each ventricle at the end of each ventricular systole, so when it's contracting, so whatever's left over in there. Isovolumetric contraction is when there's equal pressure in the ventricles. There's equal pressure in both the left and right ventricles. So continuing on, the ventricular ejection is the phase when the ventricles are propelling blood out of the heart. So where it says V, the ventricles, when those are pumping. Also, isovolumetric relaxation is when there's equal pressure in the atriums of the heart. So atrium, during that phase, so they're both relaxing. The dicrotic notch is the closure of the aortic valves, which corresponds with an increase in pressure in the aorta. Aortic pressure is overall the pressure that is exerted against the walls in the aorta. It's a lot of pressure since it's coming directly out of our left ventricle. Ventricular volume is the amount of blood that can fill up the ventricle, so the overall amount of blood that could fill up each ventricle. Atrial systole is the process in which the atriums are contracting. So that's in blood pressure, that's going to be the highest number. Ventricular filling is the process in which the ventricles are filling up with blood coming from the atriums. Atrial and ventricular diastole is the measure of the pressure in the heart during relaxation. So during blood pressure, that'd be the lower number when the heart is relaxing. So just to overview, systole is the heart during contraction. Diastole or diastole is going to be when it's relaxing. So overall, that's kind of an overview of the cardiac cycle. Goes over the amount of pressure that is going on in the atriums, the ventricles, and everything else. Kind of complicated, but thanks for watching.